Hey everybody, how you doing? Most of you people know me. Hoping some people that get to see this, people that don't know me, but who knows? We'll see how it happens. So it's Sunday night, about I think midnight. Went to bed a couple hours ago, couldn't sleep. Started thinking about things that are going on around the world, and especially in this country today. And I was on Facebook earlier, as most of us do, scroll through things and everything like that. You might put a stupid little comment in here and there or make a jab at somebody here and there. But I started reading some of the comments and some of the articles and other things that people had posted. Now, this is people my age. I'm 45, maybe a little bit younger, but my generation, and also a little bit older. And the comments that they're saying to each other about things are just ridiculous. I just sat there and like I said, I couldn't sleep. I was thinking, would you want your children to have read what you are saying right now, or that's your thoughts at this moment in time? I'm not quite sure many people would be proud of what they're saying and how they're acting on social media, which everyone thinks it's okay to do whatever you want on social media. No repercussions whatsoever. Which, you're wrong, but that's a story for another time. But while I was laying there, the statement, the phrase, whatever you want to call it, evil wins when good men do nothing, just kept over and over in my head, over and over in my head, over and over in my head. I believe it was Edmund Burke. It was a writing to another politician, I think it was. There's a long version of it. You can look it up. But that's the one pretty much everyone knows. Evil wins when good men do nothing. And I started thinking about what we're going through right now as a country. It was not planned that I was wearing this shirt to bed tonight. This is the enlisted oath that a serviceman or woman take when they raise their right hand and join the military. I always wear my digital camo hat with my American flag on it. I am a veteran. I do support this country. I do support the president of this country. Whether it be Trump, whether it be Biden, I support the president. That's what we do. So, some of that being said, it's no longer about parties. It's no longer about Republicans. It's no longer about Democrats. It's no longer white or black. This country is being torn apart from the inside out. And it's time for good men and women to do something about it. You need to take your petty differences and put them aside. You need to stop going on Facebook and calling out your neighbor because they like Biden or they like Trump. Trump did great things. Sure did. He also did some pretty fucked up, stupid shit too. Biden, he's going to do good things. Of course he will. Over the course of 4 years, he will. But he's already has, and he's going to do some dumb shit. People are not going to like. People are already not liking it. And anyone that gets on Facebook and they get funny because they get thrown in Facebook jail, then do something else about it. Do something else about it. Because you're obviously not doing it right. You're on social media projecting something that doesn't really matter. Nobody cares. Do something that matters. We need to stop. It's no longer black and white, Republican, Democrat. We are Americans. This is America. United States of America. We need to be united. We're not the divided states of America. We're the United States of America. And we're allowing people to tear us apart and tell us what we should think and tell us what we should believe. There used to be a time when you looked at your neighbor as your family. Most people don't even know their neighbors anymore. I used to ride my bicycle up and down the street, and I knew every one of the neighbors. I'd say hi to them. I knew them by name for the most part. We felt like family. We don't do that anymore. People barely even know them. You need to stop looking at it that way. You need to start looking at it. We are Americans. We're all here for the same reason. We're all trying to make a living. We're all trying to make a life, trying to better it, trying to have fun along the way. But being separated by our government, who the people that should be bringing us back together, they're just doing us more harm. Right now, America is like a little chew toy, and there's 6 puppies pulling in 6 different directions on it. And the government should be the ones that roll up the newspaper and do the difficult thing and smack that puppy on the ass and tell it stop and don't. But instead, they're not. They're benefiting from it. They're enjoying every minute of it. And no matter what anybody says or does, they're either a racist or they're a Republican. They support this person. They're dumb shit. They're this, they're that. All those things are fine. But you still have to look at it as we're Americans. We're here together. When this country was founded, everybody joined together. They're talking about civil unrest and civil unrest. I remember when I was a kid, you'd see things on the news. And I remember my parents, you'd see the news from foreign countries about things that are happening there, car bombings and just massive, horrible things. And I remember hearing my parents say, thank God we live in America, because that would never happen here. Well, look what's happening. It is happening here, almost on a daily basis. And the government, they like to support it. The news media is driven it, just driving and driving and driving it. They want hate. They want segregation. They want us to tear ourselves apart, because then we have nowhere else to run except to them. The ones who are supposed to be helping us out in the beginning, they're not. We need to help ourselves. And don't do it out of cuss words and swearing and finger pointing. Do it logically. Think about your thoughts. Think about things before you write them down. Don't just spout out rhetoric like you know something and you really don't. It doesn't matter if you only have a 5th grade education or you have a PhD doctorate in language arts or whatever it might be. You speak more eloquently than this person, then you speak your way. This person doesn't. They speak their way. Everything's fine. But if you don't like something, stop just complaining about it to the person next to you. Write your first selectman, write your mayor, write your congressman, write your representative, write the senators. Don't write at them and swear at them. Nobody's going to pay attention to that. It just falls on deaf ears. It's just somebody upset. Nobody cares. No one's going to read that. But if you think about what you're going to write and you write it down and you send it to them and it makes some sense and it has logic behind it, your voice will be heard. Our voices will be heard. It needs to start. All the other stuff needs to stop. We actually do need to unite. And for a lot of people out there that know me, they're probably going, oh my God, what is he talking about? But this is what it's coming down to. You need to look at your neighbor, black, white, green, Hispanic, whatever it may be, and they're your neighbor. They're your countrymen. Because when push comes to shove, that might be the person that saves your life. Doesn't matter at that point in time what color they are. Do you think in World War II or Vietnam or World War I or Desert Storm, the War on Terror or anything like that? Anybody cared? When they were getting shot at or they were shot or they were blown up, what color the person was that was saving their ass? No. And that's what we need to do now, because we are being torn apart by the government. Write your congressmen, write your representatives, and write them with things that are actual thought out words. Tell them why you think this and why you feel this way. And stop just being pig-headed and letting them win, because that's what's happening right now. They are winning and they are tearing this country apart. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Think about those words. And God doesn't mean just the Christian God or Catholic God. Any God that you want to pray to. You want to go outside and pray to the tree. That's your God? Go pray to the tree. Go talk to it. What does it matter? It doesn't. Indivisible. Does anybody really listen to that word? Indivisible. It has a pretty powerful meaning when you break it down. Liberty and justice for all. For all of us. Not just select few. People need to stop. They need to take a step back. Think about what they're saying. Look at what they're doing. See their actions for what they are. And then look around and change those actions. Change those words. But until then, we won't have change. We won't be united. There's not anybody out there who supported Trump, who supports Biden or anything like that, can say everything's perfect, everything's great. They can't. It's impossible. So why can't everybody band together and say, wow, there's a better way. There needs to be a better way. There has to be a better way than what we're doing it right now. Because there is. I'm not saying I have the answer. I certainly don't. But I'm sure there are people out there that do. And we need to find that better way. But fighting amongst ourselves letting them win, letting them tear us apart. That's not the right way to do it. They are profiting from this immensely while they're keeping us where we're at, and they're enjoying it. They're getting everyone to fall in line. They're going to make it so we are so torn apart, there's only one place we can run. And that's going to be to them. And at that point in time, there is no freedom. There is no liberty. There is no justice. I don't know. Like I said, it's late. But evil wins when good men do nothing. I hope you all have a lovely week. Good night and God bless.